Hey everyone, Ken here from Lion City Maker, and today I'll be talking about how to turn your scrap wooden pieces into a seat for your phone. I've experimented with wood before in some failed experiments, and that has left me with some small pieces of wood that are too small for most users, yet seem too big to just throw away. There are some DIY people out there who make some really cool stuff with their scrap wood. But a lot of the ones I see really make it obvious that it's a bunch of wood pieces put together. Which is fine, but I wanted something more. I have my phone lying around on my desk a lot, and I wanted to keep it more organized, and organization is really what I need on my desk right now. Putting the blocks together is fairly straightforward. Just glue the pieces together and clamp them together tightly to make sure they stick. I saw the block as being made up of 3 layers of scrap wood glued together. So the plan was to glue the scrap pieces to make a layer, make the edges as flat as possible, then glue all the layers together to make one big block. Now the confusing part was how I planned to make all the edges flat. The YouTubers I follow have access to a table saw or miter saw where they straighten out their wood in seconds. I don't have that, so I thought of using a wooden rasp to file down the edges, but it was taking kind of long to get it done. It's a good thing I knew the people running the amazing community lab at the United World College near my home, and they let me try out some of the tools they had to see if there were better ways. The bandsaw, not so much. I tried out the wood planer and it seemed to have a much better effect to make things flat, but it wasn't all that easy because sometimes I would cut more on one side of the block than the other, and balancing that to get a completely flat surface would take quite a bit of time. At the end, I think I kinda got it, so I just glued the 3 layers together and hoped for the best. There's no other way to say it. This part was way more tiring than I expected. I drew out the lines I wanted to cut on the block, and the plan was to use a coping saw to just cut out the block into the shape I wanted, and then file it until the whole thing was smooth. All in, it's a really simple plan, but it took me a whole afternoon and a morning to cut, file, and sand the wood into the shape I really wanted. I tried using a drill to drill out the wood and make things easier, make things faster, but my drill wasn't powerful enough. So I just made some straight cuts, filed down the rest instead of cutting out the whole outline like I was planning. This was the first time that I tried to properly shape wood, and I was getting worried when I was using the coping saw and file that the finished result would look way too horrible to show on video. But once I put the block to the palm sander, it looked much better and pretty much saved this whole project. This was also my first time applying finish to wood on my own, and I used an oil-based polyurethane finish which was apparently easy for beginners to use. I was so new at this I didn't even wear gloves, which made my hands so sticky I had to wash it off with paint thinner. So yeah, that was a thing that you should definitely not try on your own. I left the finished wood overnight to dry, sanded it up, and put on another coat. So I finally had this. We all desire comfort and serenity in our daily lives, a semblance of order in the world we live in. This desire for order is projected onto the wider world we live in, but also onto the people and things we love. Introducing Seat, an all-new, elegant approach towards organizing the devices you love. Made from personally selected Southeast Asian lumber, Seat was handcrafted using traditional tools and timeless techniques. Its unibody design and flowing, smooth form gels seamlessly with the devices that you care about, and its compact frame allows Seat to be placed in any location that fits directly into your lifestyle. This is your answer to peace, order, and tranquility. Seat. Comfort, elegance, peace. Okay, even though I did all that, I do recognize that it really isn't all that amazing. For one, the cut isn't all that smooth. And because I cut and filed against the grain a lot, my wood came up chipped in some places, so it wasn't completely smooth and round like I wanted in my drawing. It also wasn't completely symmetrical and looks a bit odd shaped, so it all comes back to me having a lack of skills with the coping saw. That being said, I really enjoyed having to experience this project and make the mistakes I made while doing it. It gave me a better appreciation for woodworking, and now my phone has a nice place to rest on my desk. I hope you found this a worthwhile problem to solve, and please let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll see you again in the Lion City.